Good evening, everyone. Today is 10/8/2012, 9:55. 2 days to go until we have another little baby. Actually, 3 days. Thursday is when our little baby's going to be here. So, kind of excited for that. A little, well, excited is a relative term. Excited today, but we'll see how it is tomorrow and when the little baby's actually here. So we're a little stressed about it, but not too bad. I was gonna try and give you a little bit more on that the secret history of the war on cancer, but I didn't read a lot today, just a kind of a chapter, and I want to kind of compile my thoughts a little bit more before I go in and kind of spout off again. I think I'll finish it, and probably tomorrow or the next couple of days, and do another rant on how screwed we are. um, I had a comment actually on my YouTube videos. Harold Saive. Hello, Harold. Pleasure meeting you virtually, I guess. And thanks for watching. You asked what's the connection with sulfate. It's a contrast dye that I had to drink for a CT scan. I think I just mentioned that in a different video than I was talking about the CT scan. So I had to drink it. It tastes like berries. It was kind of weird. My dad was saying that he thought it was barium sulfate or something like that. So had to drink that and then went and got a CT scan. It's not the greatest not the greatest tasting or texture wise kind of going down. For anyone that wants to know, it's not that good. Today, I went to lunch with my lawyer and my accountant, which most people think is it's gonna suck, but I had a really good time with them. Thanks both John and Nate for coming. That was really good. It had a lot of good talks about business and kind of the future of molding box, where we're going with it, and kind of the putting things in place. So a really good talk with them. And then me and my wife were kind of talking about the almighty dollar, and he who has the gold makes the rule. And we were kind of talking about well, even if everyone hears about this stuff and decides to go organic and all this other stuff, my wife had brought up, like, at the end of the day, the people with money are just going to go and break the law anyway, and maybe put different packaging, and they're just going to say it's organic, but maybe they're going to manipulate the politics to say that, oh, organic is, you can have up to this stuff. And I thought about that for a bit, and I said, yeah, very true. That's probably what they will do. I mean, if it was me, that's what I would do. If I had the money, I'd go and pay someone off. But then I was thinking about it, and it's like, well, how do all these companies get so big? It's us. It's us giving them money, and it's us saying, okay, well, here's my dollar, and her point was, well, what's the point of doing this all if they're just going to change the rules on us anyway, and do all this stuff and blah 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 blah. And I said, well, at the end of the day, we can make a choice. That if we choose to spend $1 with, let's say, that baby shampoo I was talking about yesterday, if we spend that dollar on that, they're going to keep making it because it's profitable, it's cheap. They're going to keep doing that. But if we take that dollar and say, no, we're going to spend that dollar over here with someone else, some other company that offers organic products and everything like that, I guarantee if enough people do that, they're not going to support the other one anymore. And as a business, they're going to say, well, we're going to follow the money, and we'll see, oh, organic's where it's at. We're going to go there, and we're going to start supporting that market, and we're going to market to that, and we're going to start making good products and all this other stuff. And so it's kind of an empowering feeling, and empowering and daunting at the same time, because it's, when me and my wife were going back and forth on it, she was saying, well, if they change the rule, then we have to keep looking up, and then, if they change something else, then we have to look at that. And I said, yeah, it is. It's going to be a lot of work, but those companies are being vigilant in trying to get around the laws, and they're being vigilant in trying to put poisons into our foods and get stuff cheaper and do all this stuff. Shouldn't we be vigilant in knowing what we're buying? And shouldn't we, instead of buying from mass chains and everything like that, find a local market or find someone that we know and we can trust and we can go and talk to and actually see their product and say, yes, I want to buy this, versus some hamburger that came from somewhere, and maybe from, hopefully from just one cow, but more than likely probably 100 different cows from 3 different countries, and got to us somehow, and we're being told that's right, or that's organic or whatever it is. I'd rather find someone local and just talk to them. And if I spend my dollar with that, I guarantee the big guys will catch on and start doing it the right way, and start doing things sustainable, and start doing things so they're not harming us. And at the end of the day, prices will eventually drop because you get more players in the game that want to compete for that same dollar that you're going to spend anyway. Someone's going to figure out a better way to do something correctly versus a cheaper way to do something bad. So I don't know if that made sense, but basically, you're empowered to do whatever you want, and your dollar does mean something. You know, a lot of people say, I don't have a voice in this world, I don't have anything, but you do. It's where you spend your money or your time, or if you're watching TV all the time and you're pissed at Fox News, turn on Fox News, watch something else. Decide not to watch TV. Go spend your money somewhere else instead of buying a McDonald's hamburger if you're pissed at them, or like, you know, I'll give you a personal story with Walmart, for example. I owned Walmart stock for a long time, and they performed really well. I made not a ton of money. I probably doubled my money in it, but I watched the documentary, The Low Cost for what is it? The low or the high cost of low price or something like that. And after watching that, I really decided that no, I can't support that company anymore. Even though I didn't shop there, I never shopped there. I refuse to shop there. I don't want to go into the store. I don't want to support it. But I still own stock because it's like, well, it's stock. You know, I'll be all right. Whatever. You know, it's not affecting that many people. But then I really took that step back and I said, no, me getting money off of this, I didn't feel right about. And so I sold my stock, and you know I have no ties with Walmart. I completely decided not to shop there, and you know it might not mean much, but it's my $1,000 or whatever it was that was in there that they no longer have, and you know it might not mean anything, but if you have $10 to spend, and instead of going to Walmart, you go somewhere else and spend it, and it, it sucks, but it may cost you a little bit more, but is it worth it? You know, is it worth to know that you're not exploiting someone and you're not, doing all these crazy things that shouldn't be done and poisoning our world? Like, I'm okay spending an extra dollar somewhere else that I know that, it's going to at least someone I know, and it's not hurting anyone, and it's not going to be, some type of slave labor that got it to me. So, you do have a voice, you do have, a vote, and it may not be it may not be raising your hand, but it's in your pocket, and it's way more powerful than talking about it. And it's way more powerful than, like my wife was saying, get a bunch of signatures and get all these things, and at the end of the day, the corporation are just going to pay someone off to ignore the signatures. Well, something way more powerful than getting signatures is where you spend your money. So, if you want to, think about it. If not, well, I mean, that's your prerogative to make the decision not to, but I hope if you're watching this, at least you're starting to think about different things, and, think about that too, think about where you spend your money, and, hopefully, you decide to help, and, instead of hurt, and be stewards of this world, I guess, or however the thought or whatever godly thing you want to think about, or whatever makes you tick at night, I guess. So, yeah, but that's about all for tonight. I hope everyone had a great Monday, and look forward to the rest of the week. Thumbs up. Peace out.